like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. They got it with the shit for busy. They got it with the shit for busy. Ballin' like the Cavs, we gotta let them know. Cavs, we on. P-Cavs, we on. The Antoine spot. Broadcast.
Yo, what's good? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Feel like I see y'all in a minute, but it's only been about, 3-4 days.
Right,
Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey podcast show. Of course, I'm your host, Spivey. And y'all see I got me in the building. My regular, my right hand, kills the truth. What's good?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Good. I wish this rain would stop, but other than that, everything good.
Everything been cool, man. A nice long week, a busy month for me, period. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all see the shirt. You know,
yeah, he cried like a little
y'all.
Like Fadi made ghosts cry.
There you go, man. Some people business out there that y'all need to be putting out there, man.
Hey,
but it's all cool. Listen.
It's a proud moment.
It's a proud moment, man. Son graduated yesterday, officially done with high school, man, on his way to the next level, man, to that college level. You know, that was a good feeling to see that, man. You know, the way of the world we live in, it ain't too often that, you know, fathers can see that, you know what I'm saying, and kids making it to see that. And I'm blessed to be one of the ones that was able to see my first, you know what I'm saying, graduate from high school, had his prom this month as well, man. So it's been, you know, you had that experience with your daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a great feeling, man. Great feeling.
Oh, great feeling. And she off in college too, getting on my nerves. No.
Hey, listen.
But it's a good nerves though, you know what I'm saying?
She at college. You know what I'm saying?
She cooking and stuff. So, you know.
She doing what?
She cooking. She becoming a chef.
Oh, she going for culinary arts?
Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Maybe this time next year, you know what I'm saying, she could cook you up a nice little dinner.
Here we go.
You may need it. You say what?
Here we go.
You may need it, you know what I'm saying, to build the spirits up, because we all know what's going to happen.
For my championship,
as you get closer, me becoming your GM, man. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in on the Diva Spivey Media Network. To keep supporting that, man. We growing, we getting better. We doing much better week after week after week, man. I appreciate all that support. And also on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, man, and continue to get content like you're gonna receive today. And with that being said, y'all know what it is. Kale's taking them L's as usual, but today is gonna be different. As we go switch some things up. We're gonna add some things on. You know, continue to keep elevating for y'all. We got a lot we're gonna talk about today, and it's strictly NBA. We're gonna talk OKC, Minnesota series. We'll talk Pacers. Knicks series. We got a new game. We're gonna do start bench and cut. We got some players for that. We're gonna build our perfect NBA player using the current NBA players' skill sets. So yeah, we got a lot, man. You ready for it?
I'm ready. Oh, let's go.
With that being said, we're gonna start off with the OKC. They up 3-1 on the Minnesota Timberwolves, looking to close it out tonight. In OKC, one of the toughest places to play in the NBA. If OKC get this win tonight and move on to the NBA Finals, let's just say they get past the NBA Finals, whoever they may face in the East, whether it's the Pacers or the Knicks, and they win a title. Or even looking at them now, are we seeing the OKC dynasty being built?
They have to win a title first. You know, once they win that title, then we can see where it goes. But the dynasty, you got to win to become a dynasty. I think OKC still missing that one player that will put them over the top.
Who you think?
I mean, it's because they are young, but they have some lucky bounces, like like last night, the other night against the Timberwolves, they only won by 2. It'll be a different series.
And what Ant-Man having an off game, only scoring 16 points.
And Julius Randle only had 5 points.
Yeah,
Think if he had just hit his average, they'd have lost.
Right.
So OKC can be there if they win a title this year, but they building. You know, they got 1,700 draft picks, so they could go out there and get a special player that could take them over to that top. Like,
but who though? Like, who do you think?
I would go out and get Durant. I think Durant on that team will be very helpful to Shea. I mean, I think Shea game will be elevated more because he won't have to do everything.
You don't think he had that at J-Dub?
Oh no, Jalen Williams nice, but you got Kevin Durant who just want to play ball and take them shots that Shea be able to take, but Durant will be able to make it more easy for Shea to get to his mid-range game.
Oh, man. I mean, looking at this team, I agree with you. First off, you do got to win a championship to be considered building a dynasty. They got close last year. I think they lost in the Western Conference. No,
they was a loss in the Western Conference Finals.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh, Dallas.
They lost to Dallas. Yep.
And Dallas went on to lose to Boston in the finals.
Right in the finals. Yep.
So they get to the Western Conference Finals, lose that. Basically with this same team, but without Isaiah Hartenstein and without Alex Caruso.
Right.
Add them this season, they win 68 games for the year and back in the Western Conference Finals and 1 game away, which can end it tonight to head to the NBA Finals. So I do agree with you. They do need a championship to solidify that and start that dynasty talk. But far as the one player that they need to get over the hump, I like this OKC team, man. And now, unless you want to say, even if you look at their bench, because it was games this season where the starters didn't play, and they still whooped ass by like 15, 20 points. With their bench. You know what I'm saying? And they was doing that against good teams. It wasn't no slouch teams they was doing that against. So, I mean, you could add a Durant on there. I just think that will make them more
one-dimensional.
No, I don't want to say one-dimensional.
You think if you add Durant, their defensive play will go down?
No, because Durant actually have turned out the past couple of years of becoming a good defensive player.
They go to state.
Since leaving Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't gonna say it's gonna drop off, but Durant is aging. Maybe another year he's older. So I look at it more or less like now. Now, since this is a hot commodity on the market, you know what I'm saying? Giannis, now you gotta add a Giannis to that team. That's a whole completely different fucking story.
Oh man, that team would be I
think that'd be
you got
worse than what the Golden State Warrior team was when they had Kevin Durant.
Right, and you be able to keep Jalen Williams, but that team would be more, man. That you talk about team that mid-range, that would be a team that Giannis and Shea together. All you gonna do is see mid-range jump shots,
pick and roll. Oh my goodness! Like, how would you defend that? Like you just said, with the mid-range. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that would be I think Giannis would put any team good. Any team, if you could get Giannis on anybody's team, I think that would be a winning team. Because Giannis is that good.
Does KD play the 4 though? Yeah. KD can play the 4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if let me see, you would have Shea, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, KD, and Chet. Ooh.
But shit, to get KD, you probably got to get up one of them young boys.
Man, I think with all the you just look, you said the biggest part of this whole equation. They got so many fucking draft picks.
Man.
Now, depending on how the money is, I know Shea getting paid.
Right.
I know soon. Now, I know
Jalen ain't getting paid.
But he due for one. He due for one.
If you do the trade right now, the money is not even the money won't even
right
hurt them.
after this season.
If you go and be like, look, I'll give you 4 first-round draft picks,
Isaiah Joe,
or Kenneth Williams, you know what I'm saying? But I would have to throw in somebody nice in there just to entice them, you know.
Them draft picks. That's enticing enough.
Yeah. Because them draft picks is them draft picks. You can get 4 draft picks in 4 years. Yeah.
4. I think 4 draft picks, Isaiah Joe and
Carson Wallace.
Maybe him. Maybe Isaiah Hartenstein. I think they'll give up.
What do Phoenix need though? I think Phoenix need a point guard.
Phoenix need a point guard. So Casey Wallace might be a good one.
Yeah, there you go. Carson Wallace,
Isaiah Joe,
right?
4 draft picks. And I throw Isaiah Hartenstein in there. There you go. But see, now that I'm thinking that's too much for KD to me.
You think so? 4 draft picks.
Now for Giannis, yeah, I'm giving that up for Giannis.
For Giannis,
but KD, I think KD right now in his career, man, like I think that's too much for KD for me.
For Giannis, I'll throw in check. I'll throw in check for Giannis.
I think they'll try to keep Chet because he can spread the floor, and like you just said, the mid range will be on lock. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna need shooters out there with Shea and Giannis. You know, so you'll have Jada.
Yeah, Dort.
Luke Dort ain't really a shooter though. I mean,
but
he only shot what 34%,
something like. You're right, but he's a threat. He's a threat. He can hit him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he get him at an alarming rate, but he can hit him, so he's a threat out there. I mean, they really don't got that many 3-point shooters except for Jalen Williams.
Isaiah Joe can shoot.
And Isaiah Joe and Carson Wallace. Caruso, but Caruso more on the defensive side. Like Dort is the defensive player.
Facts. So I don't know, we'll see, man, but it all starts, like you said, they got to get that.
They got to get that first one. First off, they got to win this one.
Yeah.
They got to win that chip. I think Ant gonna come out. I think Minnesota gonna come out strong in the beginning.
Tonight?
Yeah, I think
need to.
Because
they need to really, you know, I always say the first 5 minutes of each quarter or the first quarter really,
right.
You can really tell how a game is gonna go. Then you got the crowd effect. That's gonna be slow.
You gotta quiet them real quick.
Real quick. Speaking of crowds, teams that's on the verge of being eliminated as well. We got the Pacers and the Knicks. Pacers up 3-1, but there've been some games to where the Knicks blew it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like mental mistakes, especially on the defensive end, offensively, whatnot. Do you get the Knicks a chance to take this to a game 6, or is this series over with?
This is Indiana tonight.
No, they play tomorrow. What's the game?
Yeah,
5. Is it no, it's in New York. New York. I believe.
They're gonna win this game. They're gonna win in New York. I take it they're gonna might blow out Indiana this game because
I don't know, man. Tyrese Halliburton said Daddy's back. He said his dad back.
Right. So right.
His dad had a triple-double. Triple-double on them boys.
He almost had a triple-double in the first quarter. First half. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, first half. My bad. First half.
I was wondering, I'm like, damn, what somebody mess to him? Or like you said, Daddy was back in the building, so he had to show off. But
at the guard.
I think that New York will win this. Indiana will have to go home and end it. If Indiana don't go home and end it, then come back to New York, it's gonna be hard for Indiana to win. So I'm picking the Knicks to win the game. I'm picking the Knicks to win tomorrow, and then Indiana come back home, possibly trying to end it. But I still got the Knicks. I picked the Knicks, so I have to keep rolling with them. So hopefully they win.
I don't know, man.
But they have to stop. They have to stop the momentum.
What's the one thing every time we had this conversation about the Knicks in the playoffs? What's the one thing that I always say, if you remember?
You always say they play too much long. They play long minutes. And what did I tell Peacock? Remember what I was telling Peacock? I said, yeah, all the boys playing 48, 38. But when it comes down to crunch time, their legs are not into shooting because they've been running up and down the court.
They tired.
Because like the game before, Cat shot that 3 flat-footed. He ain't getting no lift. He ain't do.
I think he shoot flat-footed anyway, though, if I'm not mistaken.
But that was really flat. It was
maybe his heel, you know what I'm saying, come up off the floor a little bit, but I think it's mostly a flat-footed shot.
But the way he shot that one, that went up and they got that rebound because they was up by 3. He missed the 3, came back down. Indiana scored and went from there. So Indiana, the Knicks win tomorrow. Go back to Indiana and go be a grudge match after that.
Man, I don't know. It's gonna be tough, man. Like, I think the Knicks fatigue is starting to show. And Indiana, they run, and they put pressure. I thought they were just putting that pressure on the Cavs because we was wounded, and they saw that with Ty Jerome bringing the ball up. He done had a couple of 8-second violations. Isaac Okoro bringing the ball up.
Right.
These motherfuckers doing it to the Knicks as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what they doing. And they got the Knicks playing tired, man. Like, Tim, we say this every year, man. You can't keep playing these dudes 43, 44 minutes and then God forbid the game go to overtime. Now you playing 48, 49 minutes.
Right.
That's going to catch up to you, especially making a championship run and you in the Eastern Conference Finals. And you playing a team that like to do everything but slow up the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They
do not slow it.
They on the move. They score buckets, they pressure. They coming down, they yakking up 3. They scoring in 15 seconds. 5 seconds after you score, they inbound the ball, they done scored again. So I'm gonna go with the Pacers, man. I think this series is over with, man. Like, I think it's over, man. I think Tyrese Halliburton right now was in a groove. He's playing right now. He got to be the best player in the playoffs. Besides Shea, you know what I'm saying. There've been a couple of games in the playoffs. Shea, you know what I'm saying. Like
the game.
Not saying he played horrible, but it wasn't Shea type game. This motherfucker Halliburton been balling all playoffs.
Ever since they called him underrated.
Hey, he felt some type of way. You can't
motivate a person who think they already good, and then you talk about underrated. Oh, I'm gonna show you some underrated stuff. So I think the Knicks gonna get this one in the Garden, and then they're gonna be down 3-2, and then you know how Indiana will have to end it. Though.
Who is they answer for Halliburton?
Huh?
I'm just gonna start with him. What answer do the Knicks have for Tyrese Halliburton right now? What answer do you really think? Looking at these games, looking at the series so far, what answer do they have for Halliburton?
They don't. I mean, you can't. I would try to put Mikal Bridges on him because of his length. I would try to put because then Mikal Bridges can laterally move with him too, but his length can also alter his shot because Halliburton, how he shoot his 3 is really short, you know, and Mikal Bridges can really play defense with him. I would put Mikal Bridges on him for like the first 10 minutes of the game, you know, and then I'll switch off with OG. I will switch them. I'll switch them too. Because you can't have just one main player guarding him. You have to give them different looks.
I think the Knicks done tried all that, man. I don't think they done threw.
And then or go to a zone.
But then you do that, and the way they move the ball and the way they pass it, especially Halliburton, now you got Siakam who could get off. Maybe a Miles Turner. You know what I'm saying? Nesmith. Nemhard, all them, like They just balling right now, man. They balling.
Neesmith is the person that I am most surprised of because he hitting his 3-point shot.
Why?
Because
he was a
Neesmith
good 3-point shooter all season.
But
I told y'all going into we was talking about Indiana and I think it was Miami. We was talking about like the role players and stuff. A couple of shows ago. I told y'all then the motherfucking places got dudes who can put the ball in the hoop.
Right. I said I agree.
And they got people who can hit shots.
I agree with you.
Now, did I feel like they'll be hitting shots like they was the 2016 Golden State Warriors or the Warriors that got Kevin Durant where you could I think that.
That's what I'm saying.
The playoffs just like knocking shit down.
But Neesmith is hitting a lot, and then Neesmith is hitting a lot of clutch shots. It does not the game before.
He had 31 game this series.
Yeah, that's the game that came back. They came back and won. Remember?
Yeah.
When they was down by 7 and they scored 7, they scored and put it in overtime. So yeah, Neesmith is playing well. Neymar is having a tough series this series. Neymar is really not doing nothing like he was against us. All of a sudden, we made Neymar an all-star, but they would have to bear down and play defense, and Till gonna have to have faith in somebody else, man.
I think what Kendrick Perkins called him, Big Body Brunson.
Right.
I think if they go win tomorrow, man, he got to hit for about 40.
But how you gonna hit for 40 when they running the shit out of him?
Man, listen, that might have to be one of those games where
he just take all the shots.
They do that all season anyway, where he just ain't gonna have to come off the floor, maybe for a quick minute or two breather, the TV timeout breather. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But he gonna have to hit about 40 for real.
You think so?
He gonna have to hit about 40. He gonna have to hit about 40. Cat gonna have to hit for about. Cat gonna have to have one of them 25 and 15 games for real.
Yeah, one of them. In the win though, that's what Cat had. In the win though, we
gonna need another one of them. Big Body Brunson gonna have to hit for about 35, 40.
OG gonna have to hit about 18. And then Josh Hart gonna have to start scoring too. That's the one too, Josh Hart. But Josh Hart be running.
But we know what Josh Hart gonna do though. He gonna get 2 points, rebounds, and assists.
Right.
And it'd be a game, you know, depending on how the flow of the game going, he may get you about 20. You know what I'm saying? Right. But other than that, we're looking at Josh Hart 10 to 13 points. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but
because you ain't gonna get no bench play. So pretty much it's gonna be the starters scoring.
Shit, it's gonna be tough. We'll find out tomorrow night, man. Like you got the Pacers. I mean, you got the Knicks winning. I got the Pacers ending it. I think this series is over with. I think your NBA Finals is going to be set up after tomorrow, which is going to be the Pacers versus OKC, and we definitely going to talk about that one.
Oh, that's going to be a good one because both teams run up and down.
Well, speaking of the OKC Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves, we're going to do the Western Conference today. And then on the next show, we're going to do the Eastern Conference. Well, shit, it's going to be over with. We just going to have to do the final.
We're going to have to remember her.
That shit going to have to be done with, but that shit is over with. But we going to build us. You going to build you a team. We're going to have a draft.
Okay.
We're going to build a team and see who got the better team using the OKC Thunder roster.
Okay.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves roster.
Okay. Who going first?
I thought I had a coin around here. Hold on. Ah, man.
I got one. Hold on.
All right. Yeah. I thought I had one.
Here you go.
All right. Go ahead and flip it.
What you got, heads or tails?
Tails.
It's tails. Tails it is.
So I get the first pick. Ah! I hope this ain't a trend right here because I definitely don't. All right.
Yep. You
So with
started
the
the trend.
current rosters that we have, we can take any of them.
Mhm.
Of course, since I got the first pick, I'm gonna take OKC's SGA, the MVP. Shea Gilgeous
Okay.
Alexander. I'm gonna put him at my point.
I got Ant-Man with my first pick.
Okay, you got Edwards at your 2, obviously.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna go. Ooh, this is tough, man. You know what? I'm gonna go small forward. I'm gonna go another Thunder, and I'm gonna take J-Dub.
They did. At my center position, I'm gonna take Chet.
Chet Holmgren.
Yep.
Hey, I like that. I like that. I like that. You know what? The Timberwolves. Okay, see, I'm gonna go a Timberwolf, and I'm gonna take Julius Randle at that power forward.
My point guard position, I'm gonna take Mike Conley.
Mike Conley.
Yep.
All right, so I got my shooting guard and my center, and you got your small and your power. I'm gonna go.
I got my center and my shooting and my point guard.
No, I said what you got left
Oh.
is your small forward, your power forward,
Right. Yep.
and I got my shooting guard and my center. So with that being said, I'm gonna take. Ooh, Minnesota. Ooh, center. That. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Give me Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Yep. Rudy Gobert in the middle.
Okay. All right, for my power forward, I'm going with another Minnesota Timberwolves, Nas Reed.
Nice read. You know what? I already know what you're gonna say about this team. I already know what you're gonna say. All right, Nas Reed at your pop. Well, you know what? That ain't bad, I guess. So I guess for my last pick at the shooting guard position, I'm gonna take. Ooh, I'm gonna take. You know what? Give me. The let me see, the Thunder, you got Joe, Kaysen.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota, you got. Oh, you know what? Give me Dante DiVincenzo.
Damn.
Give me Dante DiVincenzo at that two spot. Run side by side with Shea Gilgeous. What'd you say damn for? You couldn't get him. No, you know what? You could have.
He plays small forward too.
No, you could have moved Ant-Man to your 3.
Yeah, I know. Though I said damn.
Yeah.
All right. 4, I'm gonna take my last spot at small forward. I need somebody to harass some people, so I'm going with Dort.
You know what? Hey, for real. Lou Dort is starting, to me, in my opinion, he's starting to put his stamp on being one of the best defensive players in the league, man. Because this ain't like everybody that he guard, man. They be having trouble offensively. You look at when they played us. You know, he made Donovan Mitchell life a living hell. I think Donovan Mitchell, there was just 2 of his bad games per se. He came against. No, I think the second game.
The second game, he blew us out.
The first game, I think he lightweight.
He handled on the first game at
home. The second game, I mean, it was still tough, But then you look at even what he doing with Ant-Man in this series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making besides them 2 30-point games. You know what I'm saying? With Ant-Man was Ant-Man that he need to be tonight. You know what I'm saying? And his win or go home game. Lou Dort started to put his mark on being one of the good defenders in the league, man. So, but
What
for
he
him, at your small forward, you got Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, Lou Dort, Nas Reed, Shea, Dante DiVincenzo, Rudy Gobert, J-Dub, and Julius Randle. Man, you about to get dogged, dude. Don't tell you about to get dogged, man.
No.
Like, yeah.
No, because Nas Reed and Julius Randle, you know.
No.
I get you at the center position.
No. Why do you feel that?
Because Holmgren gonna have Rudy Gobert gonna have to come out, and Rudy Gobert is not gonna score.
That. You say what?
And Rudy Gobert is not going to score because he hasn't been scoring this series.
but I will counter that by saying if I was, you know what I'm saying, defensively, based on what you just said, I'm switching everything. So that means whoever you like, your best bet will probably maybe try to switch with DiVincenzo to get Ant-Man on Rudy Gobert, maybe, but I will counter that. But even if you did that, then I'll take my chance with Rudy Gobert being on Lou Dort. You know what I'm saying? If I want to, depending on how I want to scheme around it, I'll take my chance with that. So, like, but then I got you with Shea, Conley.
Yeah.
Randall.
I get you with Ant-Man. But Dante difference.
Yeah, I give you that. I give you that. I give you that.
Dort and Jalen Williams is an interesting matchup, though.
Why?
Because Dort, like you said, Dort can make Jalen take some tough shots. You know, you got me the power forward position. Julius Randle is nice, so you know you took my pick. That's why I hate you always sniping my people, man.
and that need to be a trend. That need to be a trend.
There's always a trend
moving forward.
It's always a trend. It's never, man. How long I was trying to get Justin Tucker as a kicker?
You win some, you lose some.
And when I finally get him, he has his worst kicking game.
You win some, you lose some. You live to fight another day. But yeah, y'all let us know who y'all think squad to win. Is it Team Spivey with Shea at the point, Dante DiVincenzo at the 2, Rudy Gobert in the middle, Jalen Williams at the small, Julius Randle at the power, or is it Team Kells, Mike Conley at the point, Anthony Edwards at the 2, Chet Holmgren in the middle, Lou Dort at the 3, Nas Reed at the 4. Let us know who y'all think will win that matchup. Of course, I got me. Deep down inside, Kells got me as well. But he's going to stick with himself as he should. We got another one for y'all. Start, bench, cut. We got a couple of ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 of them here. I'm gonna start with the first one. You know, and all these players are in their prime. These all prime players. Okay. The first one, Kevin Love, Chris Bosh, Anthony Davis. Who you starting, who you benching, and who you cutting. All in their prime.
I'm starting Anthony Davis. Ooh. Kevin Love in his prime and Chris Bosh. Ooh.
Yeah.
I would have to, if this pace is, but I will have to cut Kevin Love.
You would cut Kevin Love?
And I'll keep Chris Bosh.
Shit, I was with you. I start Anthony Davis. I'm benching Kevin Love, and I'm cutting Chris Bosh. We talking prime? Man,
I know.
That's Kevin Love was doing in Minnesota?
I know.
Now, all this scoring point, man, he grabbing board. That was big, hefty Kevin Love. You know how in the music industry you had Big Luther, Lil Luther, God rest his soul. That's how you had Big Love, Kevin. You had Big Love, Lil Love. Kevin Love, and in Minnesota, man.
But
how many times we saw Kevin Love with 40 and 20?
Oh, yeah. But
30 and 13, 30 and 30, or 30 and 20. Like Kevin Love was
and he's throwing them bombs.
Yeah, that, and then even coming over to Cleveland, even though he transitioned from being that to being more or less of a stretching the floor for LeBron and Kyrie, he was still getting double doubles. He was still getting boards. It might not be 30 or
Right.
25, but he was still getting them and also making a big impact on the offensive end from
Right.
3-point land as well. So I'm gonna go start Anthony Davis, bench Kevin Love, cut Chris Bosh, and
Wow, you got Chris Bosh, a prime Chris Bosh in Toronto
because of the rebound, because of what Kevin Love was doing in Minnesota. You know, Chris Bosh was doing his thing in Toronto, but that Kevin Love, man, listen.
And it's ironic how they had to change their whole game when they both played with LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron need that space, and then also the game evolutionized to where that stretch forward was really making a big difference. Joker, Hakeem, Shaq.
I am starting. Ooh. Damn.
Yeah.
I will have to start Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
And this is no disrespect to the Joker, but I would have to bench Hakeem and cut the Joker.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Because Hakeem is just one of them players that he gonna play power forward, small forward. His footwork was just so immaculate.
Amazing. Not even just that, but I agree with you. I'm starting Shaq. I'm benching Hakeem Olajuwon, and I'm cutting the Joker. And again, like you said, no disrespect to the Joker, not taking nothing away from his greatness, his ability to do what he do on the offensive end, passing the ball, rebounding, scoring. But like you said, Olajuwon's footwork, Olajuwon's offensive skill set, and then on top of that, dude played defense. The dude played defense. And
in the block shots.
And I ain't seen a center besides. I ain't seen a center make Shaq look silly.
Like Hakeem. Shaq can say himself. Shaq like, man, I ain't like guarding Hakeem.
Nah, and big ups to Yao Ming. Yao Ming was another one of Shaq's adversaries, per se, if you want to say use that word. But Olajuwon, yes, no disrespect to the Joker, but Olajuwon got to get that spot.
Olajuwon was that dude.
A couple of defensive players on this one.
Okay.
Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
GP. Gary Payton. In their prime, defensively. In their prime.
Defensively, I would start Pip. Mm-hmm. Oh, the claw though. He was nice. But for my own personal reason.
You about to go with Gary Payton?
Going with Gary Payton.
And what's your personal reasons?
Because I played point guard, he played point. And I think he had the hardest to guard them point guards. He had to guard Stockton, Kevin Johnson, and he was locking down Mark Price in the back in that era.
Hey, man, you better keep Mark Price name out your mouth, man.
Well, Mark Price was my boy too, you know what I'm saying? So
everybody know how I feel about LBJ, but Mark Price, my goodness, Mark Price. Yeah, I'm a start Pippen as well.
GP and Kawhi was the hardest.
I'm gonna bench Kawhi Leonard and I'm gonna cut Gary Payton. Because Kawhi was doing it on both ends as well. Even though I said defensively, he was doing it on both ends. On the court, him and Scotty. You know what I'm saying? Scotty was. People always talk about Michael Jordan making all these defensive teams and whatnot. Yeah, you can do that shit when you got Scotty guarding the best offensive player and Jordan able to roam a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not saying Jordan wasn't able to play no defense, but
he was not.
People make it out saying like Jordan was just a lockdown defender like that. Nah, because I remember a certain NBA Finals where Magic was tearing that ass up, and then they had to put Scottie Pippen on him. But yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
Another one is like a point guard.
A point guard. Okay.
John Stockton.
Oh.
Steve Nash. Jason Kidd.
First off, I'm starting Stockton. You have to start Stockton. I don't care. People underrated John Stockton. John Stockton is the all-time leader in steals
Steals,
to
yeah.
this day. Ain't nobody gonna break that.
A little sneaky defensive player.
Right.
A little sneaky.
Also, John Stockton is in the top 5 in assists.
Mhm.
So I'm starting Stock,
Mhm.
and I'm cutting Nash because Jason Kidd was just that dude.
Ooh. I'm starting Stockton too.
I liked it Nash, but Jason Kidd was
Ooh.
the only thing Jason Kidd could do was score.
I'm benching Steve Nash and I'm cutting Jason Kidd.
Oh, that's hard.
It is, man. But I look at, even though Steve Nash did rob Shaq of an MVP one season.
And Kobe, didn't he?
Did he get Kobe too? He might have. He might have.
Yeah.
But I look at how Steve Nash, just elevates. Not saying Jason Kidd don't, but just elevate players around him, man. Like,
who the better coach? No.
Hell, David Griffin was talking about making Kyrie the Steve Nash of Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Up until LeBron re-signed with us, and that changed that whole plan. But
right.
But I like Jason Kidd. I think Jason Kidd defense is better than Steve Nash.
Who the better passer?
The best passer out of these three?
Yeah.
Woo! I'm gonna see, and it's crazy because not saying Stockton couldn't pass, but I say a lot of Stockton passes come from that goddamn pick and roll with him and Karl Malone.
But it's hard to do the pick and roll passes going between two defenders.
It is, but I think Steve Nash. I take Steve Nash being the best pass out of all three of these. Steve Nash.
I had to look at Jay Kidd passing was a
Jay Kidd definitely pass the rock.
You know what I'm saying?
He could definitely pass.
And he pushed the ball so smoothly up the court. It was like, okay. How you think Ken Martin and Richard Jefferson and all them got them oops?
Oh no, I agree. But I just I don't know. I just talked to Steve Nash, man. Yeah, so hey, that was fun.
That was a hard one. It was hard.
The last one was city-wise. I'm sorry, city-wise. The hardest arena to play in. You just look like, damn, we got to play there, man. It's about to be tough, man. Like, we got to deal with the crowd. Like, it's just about, crazy. Boston, LA, or OKC?
Boston.
You say Boston?
Yes. Because of the mystique there. You know, you look it up in the Raptors, is what they got, 17 of them championship things. And
I would know about having multiple of them things.
And the parquet floors, and you just reminiscing on how Boston and they fans are rowdy though. They fans are rowdy,
very rowdy
here. So I was out of those three, Boston got the best. LA, they Hollywood, so it's like
when the Lakers are on and winning.
That's front runner to me.
And you talking about looking up in the Raptors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Lakers
they ain't shot. They got 17. Boston got 18.
Yup.
So they got banners, you know what I'm saying, hanging up for
the
Raptors. But OKC, you can't knock them though either, man. Like we about to hear them tonight.
Well, yeah,
hear them tonight.
Yeah, but OKC just getting there. You know what I'm saying?
I think OKC been like that though. They was. I remember some games where they had Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka.
You think they was like that?
Huh?
You think they was like that? I never heard nobody say OKC fans are the best fans ever.
That's a tough place to play.
We'll soon find out.
We definitely gonna find out tonight. We gonna build the perfect NBA player. You gonna pick the first category. I'm gonna pick. We gonna go back and forth. And you tell me who you would pick for that attribute.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you know if I agree or disagree, and vice versa. So I started off. We building a perfect NBA player with the current NBA players' skill sets.
Okay.
We gonna take, who pass better, boom, we'll take them, put the names down. Size.
The Joker.
Hold up. My bad. Excuse me, folks, I messed it up. My bad. We picking the players, but we gonna do point guard edition.
Okay.
Not for point guard, right? My fault. Point guard edition. I saw this game. I thought it'd be kind of fun. We try it out. So we're gonna do it by point guard. Guard. So with that being said, I'm gonna do the first one.
Okay.
Then you do the second one, vice versa. So for my size, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna take Cade Cunningham. His size.
He's 6.
At that. Huh?
Yeah, that's a big point guard.
So I'm gonna take Cade Cunningham size wise. For my point guard.
My point guard size wise.
No, you going to the next like the.
Okay, what's the next one?
Like passing, shooting.
Oh, okay, passing,
IQ, strength, speed, rebounding, and clutch.
Okay. So we going to the IQ?
Yeah, we going to the next one. I picked the size, and I took K. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, don't like it.
Well, I like it. I like the size.
So now you on passing, so you gonna pick.
The passing is Halliburton.
Halliburton. I like Tyrese Halliburton. I think I probably went with a different passer.
Who would you went with?
Huh?
Who would you went with?
Probably Luka.
Oh, I don't went with Luka with the size. Luka's bigger than
Luka's slow. Like
but
I mean,
Luka,
I hear what you're saying. Like Luka was 6'9". Hey, Cunningham was 6'5", 6'6".
6'7",
But
6 something. Yeah.
I got Luka in mind for something else. But Tyrese Halliburton passing, I would have took Luka. But I like Tyrese Halliburton. He do see the floor. He do see the floor well, and he's a running point guard that other guys that like to play with because he'll get you the ball because he like to run and see the floor. Shooting, Steph.
That might have been the easiest one ever.
Right. By the easiest one, you could probably pick Steph Curry. We all know why. Greatest shooter.
That was the easiest shit. That was easy.
Huh?
What's the next one? IQ?
Handle. Ball handle.
Kyrie
Irving. Definitely Kyrie Irving. I feel like Kyrie Irving might be one of the best ball handlers in NBA history. I'll give you that. Uncle Drew.
Okay. Hey, it's a fun fact that the way he learned how to dribble, and I did it like this too. He put a plastic bag around the basketball
and started dribbling like because a plastic bag is slippery.
Yep.
You got to take control of. Yeah. See, smart. Yeah. Basketball IQ. You know what? I kind of feel you. You know what? Yeah. Passing wise, or for real, I'm gonna go back to the passing. I probably would have took Brian. Nope. I probably would have took Luka. Yeah, Luka passing. My basketball IQ, I'm gonna go with Brian.
That's what I was thinking about too.
Brian.
That was my first. That was, when you said IQ, that was my first answer.
Yeah,
Brian. Yeah. So with Luka's size, Halliburton pass.
Okay. We can switch out. We can switch
dribble.
out Cade. We can switch out Cade Cunningham for Luka for size.
Luka's size, LeBron IQ, Halliburton passing.
I don't know.
And Kyrie handle. Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a reason why I picked Halliburton. Halliburton is the only point guard in the NBA that can run how they run, have 13 assists.
I give you that.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you that.
So, he don't turn over the ball.
I can't. That's why I can't really argue with that. I agree. Luka size, I give you that. Tyrese Halliburton passing because he do like to run the floor, and players do like to play with a player
And he
like
don't
that.
turn over the ball.
He don't turn over the ball. Steph shooting with Kyrie handles. Brian IQ. Okay, on you is strength. This is
Strength.
This is
Strength. Oh, what point guard on strength?
man, it's only one player you can. Nah, I can't. Yeah, it's only one player I feel like you can say for this one, strength
With
wise.
strength wise. Okay. I'm trying to think of somebody who's really, really strong. Strength. Not Zion, no.
Man, I can't believe this.
Oh, I'm stuck on the strength part.
I can't believe this is that difficult for you. Who's strength? Point guard.
Point guard strength.
Well, nah, yeah, this is kind of. I don't know.
Because I don't see a point guard strong. I don't. You know what?
This one I would put. Looking at the rest that's on this list, this one I will put K Cunningham probably for strength.
Oh yeah, definitely K. Definitely K.
Okay.
I give because K can go through the K.
Yeah, I would. So
Donovan
K
Mitchell
still,
kind of strong too.
who?
Donovan Mitchell, if you're gonna put him in that point guard / shooting guard type of stuff, but he ain't that strong as K.
Yeah, I would definitely. So K still make the list. He got moved from size, but we'll put him on for strength.
Right.
Speed, I'm gonna go with. Ooh,
Oh, I know. I definitely know who I ought to pick.
ooh. It's a couple of them. You got Jai.
Oh, yep. That's who I'm going to Jai. Jai was going to be the one.
You got Tyrese Maxey. That boy fast too. You just said Tyrese Halliburton. Would you put Darius Garland up there?
Yep. Garland.
Okay, Darius Garland. But I'm gonna go with Jai. I'm gonna go with Jai.
Jai is the most athletic speedster on there.
I'm gonna go Jai with the speed. Who you got for rebounding at the point guard position? Oh man, this is another one.
Westbrook.
Okay,
Russell Westbrook.
I'll give you Westbrook. I'll probably take me
Ain't
personally. I probably would take Shea.
No, Westbrook a way better rebounder than Shea, my brother. A way
I mean,
better
if we talking prime Westbrook, yeah.
I think even this Westbrook.
I don't know, man. I see Shea. I see Shea with a lot of 8-9 rebound games. I mean,
but his rebounds be coming like off the floor. It's a different type of rebounding. When you grab the ball off the floor when they hit the floor.
He be getting in there getting boards, man.
Westbrook be in there.
I ain't mad at the Westbrook pick though. I ain't mad at it. What Westbrook do? Now, clutch. I'm gonna take Jalen Brunson.
Oh, yep, Brunson.
I'm gonna take Jalen Brunson. So I feel like, hey, you see, he got the award this year for best clutch player in the game, and that was his player. So at the point guard position, yeah, I'm gonna take Jalen Brunson. So we got for size, we got Luka, we got passing Tyrese Halliburton, shooting Steph Curry, ball handling Kyrie Irving, basketball IQ Bron, strength K Cunningham, speed of Ja Morant, the rebounding of Russell Westbrook, and the clutch genes of Jalen Brunson. I think that's a damn good player.
Hey, that's a player.
Yeah, that's a player. That's
beat that player.
Especially at the point guard. I feel like something in my nose.
Especially at the point guard position.
At the point guard position, I think that's a dominant point guard. I can't wait for us to do center, all the other positions.
Oh,
especially that center position.
That center
power forward position, really, for real.
Yeah. I think for everything we're gonna take Brian's IQ.
Yeah, because Brian could play there in all 5 positions.
Yeah.
We definitely know Brian Brian gonna make the list on every fucking position.
Yeah.
Every position, Brian is gonna make the list. Hey,
Alicia
man.
IQ.
See, we can work together to build something.
I knew he was gonna. I knew he was gonna say.
to build something great, man.
And what they say, great minds think alike.
I don't know about all that, man. Like sometimes, huh?
So you gonna take all the credit for building the?
No. I wouldn't. Why would I do that? I wouldn't dare do that.
I mean, you.
That ain't me. I wouldn't dare do that. I wouldn't dare do that, man.
Okay.
I like that hurts that you would say that. I wouldn't dare do that. I wouldn't dare do that. Damn, we ain't gonna be back till what?
Monday.
You know,
Yeah.
Your boy B-Day Friday, so
Happy birthday.
appreciate it, man. Like, so
Happy
definitely
birthday.
gonna be on Friday. I will really.
Man, that would have been a great segment. Pick and sip.
Friday.
Edition birthday.
Nah, what you mean? Like asking questions or whatever?
Yeah, we get to ask you questions, and you have to sip all the time.
Look, what if I can't answer the question or something?
Yeah, you gotta sip a double.
That ain't fair because I plan on doing that anyway. So like,
We started at 7.
it won't be no point. But yeah, we definitely be back on Monday, man. Don't forget, y'all let us know how y'all feel about the teams that me and Kels pick, who y'all team think will win. Once again, it was Team Kels. Well, it was the Minnesota Timberwolves OKC draft team, you know,
Right.
Since they play tonight, which OKC is about to end it, by the way. Team Kels was Mike Conley at the point, Anthony Edwards at the 2, Chet at the 5, Jordan at the 3, Nas Reed at the 4. Team Spivey was Shea at the point, Dante DiVincenzo at the 2, Rudy Gobert in the middle, J-Dub, Jalen Williams at the small forward spot, and Julius Randle at the power forward position. Don't forget, y'all let us know who y'all think won that one, or who team will win. Of course,
Right.
it will be mine.
No, my team will win in the clutch. My team will win in the clutch.
What you got planned for the weekend, man?
Oh, nothing yet. You know, I don't plan stuff. I'm a spontaneous type of person. So whatever happens. I go where whatever. You know, somebody call me. If I'm not doing that, bam. So I ain't doing that.
How the whole house thing coming along? Getting everything together?
I'm trying to find some furniture. I can't find no damn furniture to fit in my damn house. If anybody got some furniture, please.
You might have to take them hinges off. Take them hinges off the door.
But man, that's some bull crap.
Take them hinges off the door.
Then I have to put it back on the door. So
Hey,
I'm gonna call welfare so that they box your stuff. So I just carry it up, and then when it's in there, I'll just fix it up together.
man, what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you?
Hey, you have to do something. Hey.
I ain't doing it this weekend, man. I'm maxing and relaxing, man. Like I said, it's been a long month for me, man.
Right. May was a long month.
It's finally over with, as far as like, the chitlins, the children.
Right.
Like I said, my oldest graduated yesterday, man. Again, a proud moment, man. Proud of the dude. Never gave us problems while being in school, man. Just handled his business. And gonna continue to have his business next step college, man. Like, he talking about doing the 6, 2 years here, then 4 years out of state, man. So I'm all down for the cause.
And what you say he gonna be? What are you going to school? What are you going to school for again?
Like, damn, what's like a tech program, like architect, architect and photography stuff.
Oh shit, he'll be taking pictures of models and building shit, huh?
Yeah, filming, editing and filming, what I'm saying, doing all that. So,
that's good because he can come edit and film the show.
Yeah, big ups to AJ gonna want that bread.
I
I appreciate everybody that tuned in on the Diva Spivey Media Network, also on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man, for more content like y'all received tonight, man. Appreciate the support for myself, for Kels, man. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all have a great weekend, man. It's your boy B-Day weekend. We celebrating.
Happy birthday.
Doing big things, man. We gonna stay safe, man. As always, we're gonna catch y'all Monday, same time, same place on the Diva Spivey Media Network for the Antoine Spivey Podcast Show. Deuces.
Ballin' like the Cavs, we